Hello, my fellow Americans and international friends, and welcome back into the Cal Report. Today is April 26th, 2023. So today we are going to cover what happened yesterday at the Orange County Board of Supervisors meeting. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to give special thanks to everybody who shared my short video in regards to getting the notice out on a couple of agenda items that were taking place at the meeting yesterday. And it definitely showed in the attendance, so we will discuss that here in just a little bit. But as mentioned, we are going to cover the two items that we talked about that were of particular interest. So first off, item 42, which was titled Direct County Executive to Establish an Office of Immigrant and Refugee Affairs within County of Orange that will serve as a central hub for coordination of services, resources, and advocacy, did pass unanimously. So there's that. Again, that was agenda item number 42 that was discussed in my short video. In the meantime, let's take a look at what the men and women from Orange County had to say about item number 43. Anytime that you got the chairman of the Orange County Board of Supervisors saying that we're going to shorten public comment from 3 minutes to 1.5 minutes, you know you did a good job in getting a lot of people there. Enjoy.
How can you look at people and say, we cannot do this when a whole county in the state of California went to paper ballots? Do you know how bad a lot of these people look when they come here and they speak the truth? Just like when they were coming when the COVID lockdowns happened, when you had lawyers and doctors. You create so much hatred and animosity within so many communities. I really hope that you look at yourselves in the mirror because you're doing a shitty job.
Next speaker, please.
We were here about a month ago asking for another hearing on the Voters' Choice Act, and we were told by Leon Page that it's all mandated, the mail-in ballots, and we couldn't do it. But at the same time that he was saying no, Shasta County voted for all paper ballots, one-day voting, and in-person voting. They got rid of their machines about 2 months before, so it can be done. Yes, we still have the mail-in ballots, but we do have control over our voting precincts to go back to precinct voting, our paper ballots, one-day voting. So I would like to drop off another 89 letters for the Voters' Choice Act and other statistics for supervisors.
Thank you.
I've been in contact with Patrick Jones, who is the chairman of the Shasta County Board of Supervisors. He and I have had a 3-hour conversation. He explained to me everything that they're doing up there, all according to the law. Paper ballots, one-day voting, the mail-in they have to deal with, but how they're doing it is different than the way we're doing it here, because here our VCA says that you're scanning these for signature verification at a rate of 44,000 an hour, and that we have human beings looking at it at 10,000 an hour. You can't physically do 10,000 papers an hour and verify a signature. No way. That is false information. So what they're doing is they are taking the ballots as they come in, they are verifying them by hand, and they do not open them until the day of the election, and then they scan them through the machine, or they actually hand count them. They have machines for the people who are handicapped because state law says you have to. So they are doing something about that. So you have the power. You have the power of the purse. That's what you guys have, and you can control this. So I'd ask you to vacate the VCA. Thank you.
And have not used your authority to comply with election laws. You are all guilty of 18 U.S. Code 1031, the major fraud against the U.S., and you are guilty of 18 U.S. Code 2381, treason. Are those the laws you are referring to, Don? You said that this board does what Gavin Newsom wants. You said as much. The people of Orange County, whom you are supposed to serve, do not want the fake election machines that do not comply with the election
And
laws.
that'll be time if you could wrap
That
up.
the people of Orange County never wanted nor never voted for.
Fraud, treason, and sedition. That is what this county commits with every election. If you look at the handout that I'll hand you in a moment, in 2020 there was 1.54 million votes in the election. If you look at the warehouse, there was 1.53 million. How are there 12,000 more votes than they actually had ballots in the warehouse? That's fraud, treason, and sedition. Article 2, Section 2.5 of the California Constitution you're required to make sure every vote counts. You're not upholding your oath of office. That's fraud, treason, and sedition. Also, looking at a declaration from Bob Page over here, he said that as of November the 8th of 2022, there were 527,994 ballots. Our CPRO shows there were a lot less than that. There was actually 236,815 ballots that have chain of custody. There's an accounting law that has to be abided by that's being ignored by this county. That's fraud, treason, and sedition. Also, Bob stated that the poll books and the EMS machines are in line. According to the VSG2 with the EAC, those are called voting systems. Both are violations of Election Code 19205, fraud, treason, sedition. You are all guilty.
Wow.
This has got to stop. You guys know it's happening. You just let it happen. Matter of fact, mainly some of you probably won't be on our board because of the rigged election. This has got to stop. We have to do this. One day, in-person ID required, and make sure that all votes are looked at by 2 people with surveillance. No brainer, right? Mailed-in ballots can be done. No, I'm not done.
Well, you're real big. Next speaker, please. We all have our time limits. Next speaker, please.
We do not need to abide by what Sacramento says. Many counties throughout California do not participate in the Voters' Choice Act.
I've also written well over 30 incident reports about things done illegally and improperly, including broken chain of custody when ROV drivers intentionally drove over 75 miles an hour in the carpool lane to ditch me so I could not follow ballots from a voting location to the location in Santa Ana. Machines are connected to Wi-Fi's. I know a lot of people say no, they're not. I sit there and I look and I watch those routers just keep going and going. I've personally observed poll workers access data located at the ROV from each voting location. Voter integrity is vital and protected under the Constitution. You all took an oath to uphold the Constitution. We expect you to honor it. People need an ID card to open a bank account, rent a car, buy a car, rent a hotel room, apartment, buy a home, or become employed or more. Voter integrity is more important than what I just mentioned. We citizens are constituents. We want voter ID, paper ballots, hand counting at each precinct, and one-day voting. By not approving our request, you will disenfranchise everyone who wants fair elections.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
You guys got to get your act together.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Well, one thing is for sure, after that meeting yesterday, Orange County is informed and the Board of Supervisors know that we're paying very close attention to what's going on. Great job, Orange County. Keep up the great work. That's it for today. Really appreciate you guys watching my video. As always, be sure to hit that like button or that plus sign, leave a comment, or please subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate it, guys. That's what's going on in California. Hey, God bless, take care, and I'll see you all next time.